Let's begin with chapter 9, order for maintenance of wives, children, and parents. So three people are there: person's wife, person's children, and person's parents. These are the only three people, relatives to आएंगे, right? Now 125. If any person having sufficient means neglects or refuses to maintain. So first condition is any person having sufficient means and he neglects or refuses to maintain his wife who is unable to maintain herself. So who are being excluded from here? A wife who is able to maintain herself. So she has been excluded. Now, his legitimate or illegitimate minor children, whether married or not, unable to maintain itself. तो जो minors हैं, now we say that children can either be minor or can be major. Minor below 18 years and major above 18 years. In case of minor, whether legitimate or illegitimate, of either married or unmarried, all children are covered. His legitimate or illegitimate child not being a married daughter who has attained the majority, where such child is by reason of any physical or mental abnormality or injury unable to maintain itself. Now, majority may be they are covering both legitimate and illegitimate child, but not married daughter. So, married son is included, who has attained a majority where such child is by reason of physical or mental abnormality or injury. So, there is a qualification that there is a physical or mental abnormality or injury which because of which he is unable to maintain. Then his father or mother was unable to maintain himself. तो एक चीज is one is very common in all these four except the clause B, which is unable to maintain. This is important. So wife who is unable to maintain, parents, father or mother parents who are unable to maintain, legitimate or illegitimate child who are majority but they're unable to maintain. But here unable to maintain, why? Because of physical or mental abnormality, and all the minor childs have been covered. So you see three people में wives कौन होंगी, child में majority, minor and majority may be not the daughters, and even for the remaining ones, if they are physical or mentally or injury की वजह से they are not able to maintain themselves, and for parents also same, they are unable to maintain themselves. Then a magistrate of first class, important, a magistrate of first class may upon proof of such neglect or refusal order such person to make a monthly allowance for maintenance of his wife or such child, father or mother, as the case may, as at such monthly rate as such magistrate thinks fit, and to pay the same to such person as the magistrate may from time to time direct. So you have JM 1, not JM2, not session. There's a pre-question here. The magistrate. Who do you approach? Provided that magistrate may order the father of a minor female child referred to in clause B to make such allowance until she attains her majority, if the magistrate is satisfied that the husband of such minor female child, if married, is not possessed of sufficient means. तो हमने देखा था in case of minority all the child have been covered either married or unmarried. So this is a specific condition where the minor female child has been referred, minor female child, and her husband, the husband of such minor female child is not possess sufficient means. In this case, the order will be made only till she attains her majority. Because we have seen once the majority, because we have seen that the major married daughter has been excluded from this case. Provided further, the magistrate may, during the pendency of the proceeding, regarding monthly allowance for the maintenance under this subsection orders such person to make a monthly allowance for the interim maintenance of his wife or such child, father or mother, and the expenses of such proceeding, which the magistrate consider reasonable, and to pay the same to such person as the magistrate may from time to time direct. So this section is about interim maintenance. If it is reasonable from time to time on the monthly basis. Now, provide also that an application for monthly allowance for interim maintenance and accept expenses of such proceeding under the second proviso shall as far possible be disposed within 60 days from the date of the service of notice of the application to such person. So 125 की proceeding start हुई इसमें it will take time to complete. So a person will file an application for interim maintenance. Now, this section says that this application, on filing of this application, the court will serve notice to the other party and will hear the case. But this has to complete it within 60 days. Okay.